Hi, welcome to this week's YouTube video. So just back from Vilnius in Lithuania. Originally I was chasing up some Lithuanian heritage I found out I had, and I sort of decided to tie in the skincare with that as well, which was really great fun. It was kind of fabulous shops, just huge chemists crammed full of stuff. So we really did have, I say we because my son came with me and I dragged him in everywhere. So we had a great time. Again, the views in this video are just my personal views. I'm not an esthetician, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a doctor. It's just me searching through skincare, seeing what's worth it and what's not, what works for me and what doesn't work for me, and hopefully helping you along the way too. So now we start with the good ones. So some good finds I had, really good finds. The first one I really liked was this. You can see it there, a-derma, I think it's called. I hope that's a-derma, Dermalibor, I think it's called. It's a French cream. So this one I bought because the other cream I'd bought had caused a major reaction, which you can see. I'll show you there. I have some really, it didn't sit well with me, but not everything does, but it may sit very well. It was great in my hand, so it sit well, very well with you. So this one I bought because it was sort of the closest thing to, I suppose, what we call the panthen here in Ireland, but it felt more, it was definitely under the skincare section, not in the children's section, but it can be used, it says it can be used for l'enfance, so it can be used for children too. So to me this was like a combi of, you know, something that would moisturize and something that would also help with stuff like this, because we're all going to get some allergic reaction from time to time. So I found that was brilliant. It came in a tube. It was a really fantastic cream, nice tube. I'm probably holding it upside down. Yes, I am, of course. Nice consistency, very easy to rub in. It is ointmenty, as you can see. It's a nice kind of sheen off it, and it is ointmenty, but it does go in very quickly, so it doesn't sit on the skin like that. It's really good. So for me it was very similar to the panthen. A-derma is the company that does it. So I really liked it because it calmed this down, because I kid you not, this was crazy. Like, people were sitting in restaurants looking at me going, what's wrong with this poor girl? And I was like, the other cream really made it, which we'll go through in a second, really made it bad. So that was a great one I found. I was really looked out on this one because this one was SRV, which again is a French brand, because as was Derma, whatever it's called, sorry, Dermalibor. I'm terrible with languages, aren't I? So this one I got, and I just looked at it, picked it up. I said, oh, it's a moisturiser. But what intrigued me about it was it did have a high concentrate of vitamin B in it. So it was a niacinamide. So it was really good from that point of view. I had 2% niacinamide and a lot of other vitamins, like vitamin, not A, but B and C in it as well. And it was very smooth, very easy. It was a great little pump dispenser too. So it kind of pumped and went on and goes into the skin so easily. I mean, it's like, it is really, you know, I can't tell if it has hyaluronic acid in it, because the ingredient list is just microscopic, and my son is looking at it going, I don't know, I can't see, but I'm pretty sure this has a high content of hyaluronic acid, because and high quality, because it goes in so quick, it soaks in so well. So that was a really great one I got. I kind of looked at on that one as well. That's the box there if you want to buy online. It was a really fantastic cream. It saved my bacon over there as well a bit with this. I normally use this during the day and night. It is supposed to be, well, it's coloured like it's a night cream, but I've used it during the day and the night, and I find that fantastic because it actually really does absorb into the skin, and it makes it much easier for my skincare, my sun protection factor to go on, so my sunscreen to go on. Whereas I found with the SVR, I beg your pardon, it was a little bit, I had to pat this more because it would pill or ball a little bit and pull the SVR off. Whereas I find these two together absolutely brilliant. They just don't. They play very well together. They like each other. They're friends. So that was 2 of the creams I got, and I was very, very chuffed with myself. You did ask me for a pore reducing cream or solution, and I found this one, which comes in a little dropper bottle right there, so just in case you want to buy it online. So this one, Normancy, or Maxni, I was calling it. I really didn't know how to pronounce it. Again, this was French, and it was from Dermedic. So we have it there, Dermedic. So if you do want to buy it, that's what you're looking for. Okay, I hope you can see that. Perfect. It's a green consistency. I think there tends to be more coming out on the actual dropper than in it. So I really had to shake it there just off camera and before we came on and put it in, because otherwise it is difficult enough to get in, but that's the consistency of it. So a bit like a kind of highly emollient vitamin C, or a hyaluronic acid. I will be using it, and I'll do an update on it to see if it does work. Pores are a genetic thing, and the size of your pores are a genetic thing, so I don't know how much a product can actually minimise them. I would say to people, don't expect miracles. Just try it, see. Hopefully it works great for you, but don't be expecting what you expect with vitamin A, retinoids or retinols, because retinols and retinoids are correcting a problem. You're not born with it. You're not born with skin damage. You're not born with breaking down cells. So you can reverse those things. Pore size is pretty DNA related, so I don't know how good it's going to work for you, but hey, give it a go. It's nice. There's no nasty smells, nasty fragrances. There's nothing in there that I can detect with my limited knowledge of French and Lithuanian. That's going to be bad. They were great. Now from the one that was made at the gates of hell, from fiery devil's water, this thing just felt like somebody had thrown I hate saying this thing because it's terrible, but this thing just made me feel like somebody had just blowtorched my neck and here on my face. Fine up here, it was really here and here. So I think what it was that it didn't play well with the retinoid, the retinol in the A313. And on closer examination, after I bought it, I realised I bought it because it was Finnish, I should point out. So because it was Finnish, I said, oh, let's get this. Finnish. And I was really hoping for great results with this, because one of my best pals is Finnish, and I was really hoping that I could say to Suvi, I got some skincare from Finland and it's great. But it just didn't agree with me. But I think something in it, when I looked, it did have vitamin A in it. So the vitamin A probably didn't play well with the retinoids, the retinol in the A313. It probably was just too much, or just a different type, and it just didn't, whatever was in it, which I'll have to closer examine and do a little bit of study on this. As I said, I've just made this video because I'm only back since yesterday. So I'll have to check out why, but this seriously, just inflamed me so badly. And what I switched to then very quickly was I ran and I got this one. The one I've already shown you, and that, like the Bepanthen, and that just literally was like putting ice on it. It just went, and I was, oh God, it was so good, because I've figured out what this is, and it is pushing out skin damage. So it is my retinol, the A313. So if you have any doubts about how serious this cream is, I'll show you there. So be very careful using it, because even I got a reaction. I was very lucky I had this on hand, and I knew it was a Bepanthen type substance, and I was able to kind of go, right, I think that, have a look at that might cancel it out, and it did. So yeah, the retinoid is definitely pushing out skin damage all over. I can see it. It's pushing, spots are becoming darker and then fading away. So the A313 really is doing its job. That day cream, as I said, didn't play as well as my other one with my skincare, but it's a really good cream. So I would say if you can get that online, I found that brilliant, and it was just fabulous. And it goes into the skin, it doesn't sit on the skin, but it's just not as absorbent as this one. I love this. I could sing the praises of this cream all day, and you'll get even more bored than you are right now. And you don't want to hear my singing. It's fabulous creams, found fabulous creams. So I got 3 really great products, and I'm really intrigued. I have started using this pore minimizer on my nose and on my chin. So that's just going to be an update. At some stage I'll give you an update on the Vilnius stuff. It'll be part of another video or a quick video. But please be careful. If you're using A313, I don't think this is going to be good for you. But if you want to go to Vilnius and buy some Finnish skincare and try it, it has lots of lovely fancy berries and wild berries and Arctic spring water and everything. So there was a lot of lovely stuff in it. And it was great on my hands. And I do use the A313 on my hands. It was fantastic on my hands. Fantastic up here, but just down here, whatever was going on, and I can only put it down to the retinoid, that's where I had a lot of sun damage. So maybe that's what's going on there. I don't know. I assume it. When I get my an aesthetician's license, then I'll be able to tell you for exactly. So the other things I bought, because I went to Vilnius and I left my makeup bag on the bed. It was just waving at me when I got in the door. So I was quite clever. I got to Vilnius and I had no makeup. So I was wearing makeup that time. I was fine. I went out to dinner. We went for a walk around, had a lovely explore. Got back to the hotel and went, crap, no makeup. So normally what I looked to do when I've got no makeup, of course I had my sunscreen, my Avene, because I won't go out without wearing sunscreen now, especially because I'm on the A313 cream. So that was there, that was fine, my tinted, so that was great. I had a foundation, but that's what I'm actually wearing at the moment, so you can see it's really moisturising, it's lovely. So I had that, and I had my day cream, and I was thinking, yeah, I'm fine, I'm sorted, but I've got no lipstick, I've got no mascara, and I've got no eyebrows, because my eyebrows are tattooed and they faded, and I am going to do a video where I'm going to get those done again. I'll be probably getting microblading. I'm investigating it at the moment to see which is the most suitable for me. So I kind of went, oh great, okay, well what I'll do is I'll put on my moisturiser tomorrow and I'll go out and I'll buy a little makeup. So I went out and I went to this fantastic store where, the perfume stores there are unbelievable. Like, we have Perfume Hut here. They're like 15 times the size of Perfume Hut, and they have Hermes, from Hermes to Burberry. They have everything. They even, they'll have Britney Spears perfume in one corner and Chanel in another corner. So it was a really serious perfume shop, not like Perfume Hut, which seems to be ends of lines or certain budget perfumes, and they don't tend to do others. They tend to do everything. So I went in and I said, well, okay, let's see, what are people buying? So there was a couple of brands there that I didn't know, and I was kind of toying, would I? I ended up settling for, and I will show you now, the mascara to be a Revlon. So I got a Revlon mascara. This is the one I picked, Ultra Volume, because I don't need lengthening, but I do need volume because I've quite thin lashes, but lots of them. So I kind of felt this great. This was about €15, thereabouts, 12, 15 euro. Yeah, I think it was $12.99. So I got this and I thought, great. Wasn't overly impressed with it. For me, I don't know whether you can see, I have quite long lashes. So when I put mascara on and I look down, my lashes hit down here, and you could probably see a little dot there. So that's what tends to happen to me. So for me, it was a nice dry formula, and I could use it on my bottom lashes without too much of that happening. Whereas normally I have to have like a little cotton wool bud, and as soon as I finish putting on my makeup I have to dab underneath, and I hate it. And so I have a fan, and I look up like this and I fan them, and I don't try not to touch the bottom, and it's a nightmare, but I'm not giving out, I'm blessed. So I just thought, this, yeah, okay, fine for me who's long eyelashes underneath and it's a pain in the ass. But if I was using this as my mascara for top and bottom, no, it's too dry. It just, no, I didn't. A better buy, I would think, actually, if I have it sitting close to me, do beg your pardon, and I apologise for the state of my bedroom in the background. I dumped my bag in the corner there and just went, as I am only back. That's a better buy. And this is Rimmel. So, while I give out about Revlon being a budget makeup, and I don't tend to do budget makeup so much, this is the only budget buy I really do on it, and I just think it's fantastic. It's a really good one. So I'll be sticking with this. I will not be bothered with the Revlon. I just don't think it's great. Lipstick wise, I went with a matte. I like a matte lip stain, or lip colour, and I usually use them in containers. The one I normally use is Inglot, so it's an Inglot 26 is what I normally use. So this is what I normally use, and it has the little wand, and it's Inglot 26. Brilliant, love it. Every day goes on, and I cover it over then on top. Sometimes if I'm being fancy, I go with an Inglot, the volumizing lip gloss, which I love as well. So that just glams it up. So, which I did a little bit today because I felt a bit springy today. It was like, oh, it's lovely weather, it was really sunny. So I went with this, which I thought was a similar colour, similar enough-ish, and it's very similar to another colour I use sometimes in Inglot. This was absolutely pointless. It was pointless. I had to reapply it more times than I sniffled. And anybody knows me, I have sinus problems and I sniffle a lot. So it just wasn't worth it. I applied this maybe 7 or 8 times a day. I had to keep refreshing it. Partly because it just sort of sucked into my lips and left me with no colour at all on the lips. And mostly because if you drink a cup of coffee, that's it, it's gone. Whereas I find with my Inglot, it stays. So it locks fast in and it stays. So wasn't happy with the Revlon, and glad I don't buy Revlon makeup. But the makeup, it wasn't great. So what I did find was good, because I decided with my brows to splash out a little bit, because I was intrigued by this little product, which was NYX. So there it was. So full and fluff, absolutely brilliant. Now, as I said, I don't have eyelashes. So they give you a little a brush for people who have got eyelashes. And you can brush it, you know, but I don't have eyelashes. It's a cute little brush for grooming the eyebrows. What I was intrigued about was this, which was just so quick to use. So I literally got up and went bum, 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 and it was fantastic. Probably more travel friendly, not that I travelled with my makeup this time, but more travel friendly than the pot and the brush I use, but I still stick by my pot and brush if I'm doing a full day's makeup. Like if I'm going out and I'm putting on foundation and everything, and I'm doing the eyes and everything properly, then I will still stick with my Inglot. But for a day where, like today, where I have my Avene moisturiser on, I have this on my brows, the NYX on my brows, and I have my own proper mascara, and I have my Inglot lipsticks on. That's it, that's all I'm wearing. So it's mascara, lipstick, and the cream on my eyebrows. I found that was brilliant. The NYX one was brilliant. It's a great handy one, chuck in the bag, and off you go. So they were just a couple of makeup finds I found, which I didn't intend to do because I intended to pack my makeup, and I just didn't do it. Note to self, do not do that again. I don't know how I did that. I've never, ever forgotten my makeup, but I think I was so focused on skincare and making sure I had, you know, all my creams with me and not trying out, that I just completely forgot to go plunk and just put it in the bag. So they were the finds I found over in Vilnius. I hope you like it. They were fantastic, really amazing shops. That was just 4 pieces of skincare I bought back because I was limited to that little litre bag, and I'd already pre-booked everything and done everything, so I couldn't really change it. I was surprised they didn't have Inglot in Lithuania, which I would have expected them, because Inglot obviously is a Polish brand, so I would have expected it to be there, but they didn't have it. So I don't know, they didn't. But I would say to you, go have a look. Perfumes, skincare, you'll be sort of shocked at how big these places are. These chemists, you go into the chemist, it's like a medicine counter, and they don't sell makeup in there. They sell little bits, but not much. And then the rest of it is full of skincare, and you're like, oh God, it's fabulous, you know. So it was really, really amazing. The perfume shops sell the makeup, and it's just rammed with fantastic stuff. Before we go on the subject of makeup, which I will be getting into little by little, this one is a brilliant product from NYX, Born to Glow. I don't have any on today, and it's the one product I will say, and I hate to say it because I do love my Inglot, is better than the Inglot's AMC. So the AMC from Inglot, I don't know whether you can see it there, maybe a bit better. These are 2 comparable, sorry, trying to zoom in for you, 2 comparable products. They're both kind of shine enhancers or glow, you know, they're shimmers, so to speak. So this one I have put into the foundation, And I really hate to say it because I do love Inglot, but I just didn't find this as, yeah, it just wasn't a product I would have bought again. And I did buy this before and I went back to it because I just found this, maybe because this is too pale for my skin, it gets lost on my skin. I don't know, but they don't go very rich in colour, Inglot, with this one. But with this one they do, NYX do. They really go rich, so this kind of suits my skin tone probably better, as you can see. But I find it fantastic. I mix it with my regular foundation. You can mix it with any foundation you like. If I remember correctly, it's $9.99 thereabouts. Yeah, I think it's $9.99. So it's a steal, and you only use a tiny bit. Like I had the last time I bought a tube of this, it lasted me about a year and a half. It probably was gone off, but it was fine. It was fine. It's really worth it. That's a really good buy. So just to recap, you know, please be very careful if you're using A313 and you're going to use this Luminae clean cream. Be very careful, because this burnt me like Satan himself had come up and threw flames at me, and it was like, well, it has left my skin. It's fine. It's not burning, but it's dry, and it's because I was using the A313. It's not that the A313 did anything wrong. I did, because there's vitamin A already in it and there's fruit acids in it. So I should have been more careful. And that's again why I say to you about the A313, don't mess with it. It's not, just because it's over the counter, it's not a cream like you get at Boots, you know, that says, oh, you're not going to get any wrinkles more with this, it has some fine lines. The A313 is a serious piece of kit. I so much that I will do an update video on it in about 2 months, just to see where we're going with it. So you can tell I love the Inglot range. I would highly recommend anybody buying this moisturiser. This was lovely. I really liked what this did to my skin, and I did put copious amounts on top of the Bepanthen style cream that we got as well. So, which was that one. Again, really brilliant cream. This, I could imagine, like, you know, you could saw your arm off, put that back on, and your arm would grow again. It was really, really good, you know. I don't try this, please, kids. Any children watching, do not saw off your arm just to try that cream. These are only available online. They're not available in Ireland, so unfortunately we don't have very comprehensive skincare ranges. We tend to stick to very mainstream skincares, and the only French we delve into is La Roche-Posay or Avene. So we don't tend to really do as much as they do over there. So I would recommend a trip, book a bag in and go for it. The next video is going to be Saturday, so a bit of a change to the lineup because I want to get some more videos up. It's going to be a review of, drum roll please, maybe I'll edit a drum roll in on that later on. It's going to be The Ordinary. So I have a lot of products from The Ordinary that I'm going to start trying and having a look at and reviewing. I will be doing one of them online, which is an extract of pepperberry for exfoliation. It's an AHA, alpha hydroxy acid, and a BHA, beta hydroxy acid. I nearly forgot there. And it's exfoliant. So I'm going to try that just because there's been so many videos on YouTube about it, and people look like vampires, blood dripping all over them because it's bright red. So I'm going to be doing that live on camera. Well, not live on camera, but recorded. You know what I mean, on the video. So I'll be doing a review of The Ordinary on Saturday, and then the following week I'm going to be doing a review of an amazing, very natural product, which is the CBD oils and balms, so that you can buy here in Ireland. So I'll be doing a review of that one next Tuesday. And I believe, another drum roll please people, I am going to be going to the doctor this week, and he has agreed to prescribe me, wait for it, Retin-A. So he's actually agreed to prescribe to me because I've been responsible and I have done the research and I know, and because he has seen what the A313 is doing to my skin, purging damage, that he said, yeah, you've got a lot of sun damage. I said, I told you I had a lot of sun damage. So he said, yeah, okay, we'll put you on that. So I will be getting, unfortunately not tretinoin, because there's an antibiotic in the tretinoin in Ireland, so they won't allow you to go on it long term. What I'll be getting is Differin, is the brand name, adapalene. So adapalene is a Retin-A as well. Less research done on that, than on tretinoin, but they're two sides of the same coin. And studies done so far have shown really great results. Tretinoin, as you know, we have, I'm 50 this year, and they started research on tretinoin in the late 60s. So yeah, as old as I am. It's just in time for me. So I'm not getting tretinoin. Tretinoin would be something that when I go down and visit Spain, I'll be getting, because you can buy it over the counter in Spain. Says she, haha, HSE, take that. Don't tell him anything. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to say, look, we have lots of stuff coming for you. So there's really great content coming. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, keep watching me. Thank you all so much. I've really been amazed at how quickly you've all started liking and sharing and stuff. So like, share, subscribe. Please love me. I feel neglected if you don't. So goodbye. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you next time. See you. Bye.